Hey guys, today I want to continue discussing why I stopped buying in secondhand shops. So, recently I posted a video about my thoughts and my purchases from secondhand shops and what I realized by then why I decided to switch to normal shops again. And today I just want to discuss with you, the facts um, of those purchases and how it influenced my overall closet. So I've been handling a spreadsheet where I think it's for the last year and a half, I think, where I enter all my purchases, all my clothes purchases, my shoes, my bags. So more or less wearable stuff. So I don't include socks or ties in that spreadsheet. But anyways, and what I noticed that in year 2020, I most of my purchases were made in secondhand shops. And overall, I spent less than $100 in that year. So I think this may sound very strange, but for your just so you know, a normal average salary in our city is more or less $300. So it's not a lot, but it's not nothing for Russian people who live in my city. And in year 2021, my spendings almost doubled. It was almost $200. And I didn't buy during last year or the year before that. I didn't buy anything very serious. So I didn't buy any coats or bulky shoes like boots. So I didn't have any big purchases, as you can say it. But I bought a lot. And here's what happened. And then I analyzed the amount of things that are still in my closet and the amount of things that I decided to declutter or that are in my quarantine bin. So the things I no longer wear, the things I no longer wish to see in my wardrobe. So, and when I realized that almost 70% of the things I bought in 2020 are gone, because I decided that they were not very good for me. And unfortunately, in Russia, if you buy something secondhand, you cannot return it. So maybe in your country it's not like that, and it will be interesting for me to know how it works in your country. So please let me know in the comments. And in Russia now you can't return your things. You can't take your money back. So you have to deal with all the things you buy in secondhand shops, and or in thrift shops. So Americans they call it like that. So when I analyzed year 2021, I realized that maybe half of the money I spent, so it's like $100. There were things that I decluttered, that I already decluttered, or the things that were in my quarantine bin. So that way I realized that they were really unnecessary purchases, my minus purchases, as you can say. So they didn't bring me any value. They just brought me more stress about thinking how to deal with those things, or just maybe getting rid of them altogether. And what is more, I realized that there were some things that they were somewhere in the middle. So I didn't hate them, but I didn't like them. But because I spent money on them, so I had to wear them, and I still have to wear them. For example, this outfit I'm wearing, so it's a cardigan, it's a wool cardigan, and it's like a summer dress, then in summer dress. So I remember the story about this summer dress. I bought it maybe 3 years ago, and it was relatively expensive, like comparing to other things that were sold in the shop. But I really wanted something like that. So I had this idea in my head, and I thought that would fit. Unfortunately, when I came home, I realized that one of the seams was torn, and it was torn not in the way that it could be mended very seamlessly, so you couldn't see any mending at all. But unfortunately, I had to be very creative. So anyway, it showed a bit, and anyway, I knew about it, so it wasn't a very nice purchase from the start. And when I realized, so it had very serious problems, and I paid a lot of money for it, so I felt really uncomfortable because I couldn't turn it. I couldn't give it back. I couldn't take my money back. So I had to be creative. I had to mend it. And anyways, I didn't really like it from that point, and it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to be. So it wasn't as comfortable as I wanted it to be. So anyways, it was a very bad purchase for me. But still, because I paid money, I decided to wear it at least once or twice a year. And you see, for not even for a minimalist, it's a very strange thing to have. If you wear it only once or twice a year, it's like just one less empty space in your closet. So anyways, this season, this winter, this autumn, I decided to finally just maybe not declutter it, but to move it to another category, and it's a home category, homeware category. And so I've been wearing it since, like a homeware, and it's relatively okay. But I think that anyways, if I didn't buy it at all, by that time, because I needed something to wear at home, I would buy something else, maybe something new that would fit me better, that I would enjoy more. Because almost every time I see this dress, I remember how much it cost, and I remember how much effort it cost me to mend it. So it's a very strange thing. So according to Marie Kondo, I should have decluttered it straight away. And anyways, talking about this cardigan, although it's I bought it because it said it was 100% wool. And of course, everyone says that wool is a very good material. It's very nice to wear. It's very easy to maintain. Of course, if you don't wash it on high heat. And so it's very good in layering. It's very warm. But anyways, I noticed that it's not very warm. So it's warm enough for me to wear inside. And in Russia during the winter, although it is very cold outside, inside in houses normally the temperature is 22 degrees Celsius, something like that. So it's pretty much summertime inside. So that's why I wear relatively light clothes inside. So anyways, because I bought it secondhand and I wanted to wear it as a normal wear, you know, like to go outside. And I quickly realized that the style of it wasn't very modern. It was very outdated, and it had very strange. So the cut is very strange. So it's a very strange length. It's like 3/4 or something like that. So it's not comfortable to wear it, to layer it under something, because it will always like stay somewhere around my elbow. So it's not comfortable. Anyways, what I can tell you. So if I bought it in not in a secondhand shop, you wouldn't see it on me today. So anyways, this is my first beef with secondhand shops, because I spent so much money unnecessarily. You know, I didn't save money after all, because most of the people say that if you buy secondhand, you save a lot of money. Maybe in Europe or maybe in some other countries, of course, like in the US, you can do it. But in Russia nowadays, the prices in most of secondhand shops are very high. So I compared prices in secondhand shops and outlets, and prices for example, imagine jeans, and these are all Russian prices, so they may seem to you relatively low, but anyways, just for comparisons. So I was browsing. We have a big shopping center, and on the first floor there is a huge outlet, and on the floor above there is a huge secondhand store. And so most of the times I went first to the second-hand store, and after that, if I didn't find something I really needed, so I went back to outlet to shop like in a normal shop. And a month ago, I decided to flip it. So at first, I decided to go to an outlet and just to browse to see the prices. And imagine my surprise where I saw, for example, like, and of course, if you, maybe some of you know that in outlet shops, not all the clothes look amazing. So some of the pieces may look awfully. They were tried on for so many times, so they may have tears, they may have stains, but anyways, overall the quality, like the initial state, like the nudity, as you can say it, in outlet is better comparing to the state of overall clothes in our Russian secondhand stores. So, and the prices. So for example, I was able to find jeans in like new jeans in a normal shop. Let's just say it's like everyday normal shop. They cost, so the prices started from $5 and medium price was like $10. Medium price. And in secondhand shop, I saw the prices were from maybe $5, but most of the prices were like in $20 range. And of course, in secondhand shops, they had some discounts. But comparing those two shops, like in that jeans section at least, I realized that everything that was sold in that secondhand shop was so overpriced. It was incredibly overpriced. And generally, there are so many secondhand shops in Russia. Well, at least I've been to secondhand shops in capitals, in our like St. Petersburg, Moscow, here where I live, and they are more or less they are the same. So the prices are very high. And Russian people, we are used to think that in a secondhand shop you can buy everything very cheaply. So if you are frugal, if you are truly frugal, you should buy everything, well, except for underwear, maybe socks, secondhand. But in reality, it's not a thing. So, and I realized myself that I spent more money buying secondhand than I spent buying in normal shops, because as I can say so, maybe 90 or 95% of the things I bought secondhand I wanted to return, either right away when I came home and I realized it had stains, it had tears, it had some problems, or it didn't fit as well as I wanted it to fit, or maybe in a few days when I realized that it had other problems. So it's not really frugal in Russia, at least to my experience, buying secondhand, and that's why I decided to abstain from secondhand shops, because first of all, I don't like this. So most of the secondhand shops in Russia, they are not very pleasant to be in. So they are usually in a very dim lighted, so they're not very nice. They have very bad changing rooms, and of course you can't return anything. So and anyways, and buying in our normal shops. So for example, according to Russian laws, if you buy something in a shop, you can return it within 2 weeks. If it still has all the tags, all the packaging, if it isn't worn. So if it's a brand new thing, you just don't want it, so within 2 weeks, if you give it back, you can take your money back, no questions asked. But there are some big outlets that have 60 days policy, and it's very comfortable. But I think I didn't really, only once I used this extended policy, because the shop was closed due to COVID restrictions, and I just couldn't turn a thing right away because it was closed. It closed very quickly after I bought it. So anyways, I think that the right to have things that you love in your wardrobe is, well, it's essential for me. And if I buy something, if I spend money on it, if I can't unspend this money, well, I feel guilty about it. And I don't want to have more stress, more guilt in my life, and less money in my life. So that's why I decide, maybe if I can, not to buy secondhand. So that was like maybe one of my New Year's resolutions. And as I said before, this is only my experience. It would be very nice to hear from you. How do you have any good or bad experience buying secondhand? please do share in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would be very nice. So yeah, that's it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.